But hello, this is Alex Soto, and we are going to talk about and review the game called Mafia, the old country. This is the new Mafia game that came out recently, and we are going to talk about its pros and cons. And I don't think if you want the deal here, I would say this game is just a Game Pass game and not worth what it's selling for because it's straight up AAA slap like Last of Us, you could say, but at least Last of Us has a story to carry this game, right? But this game doesn't even have that. So that is that. So if you want, even I wouldn't say you want this. Like this game is not that good to be wanting, you know? Like I don't know, man. If some people like it, I just even in that standard, like the modern AAA slap standard, it's super bad though. You know? It doesn't even be better in that regard. You know? Let's go with the pros and cons. The pros, good intro music. That's how I got baited into this game. Like when I started the game, the intro music felt like it is a game for men, you know? At least it is a game for like cool guys. It felt like that. But once you open the game and play the fucking combat and other stuff, holy crap, it did not deliver that music. Like that kind of imagination you make up in your mind. When you hear the music, it did not happen at all. The first 5 hours, all you do is just walking, crouching, walking again, going into a cutscene, you know? Let's talk about that in the concession. For now, let's talk about the good stuff this game has. If you have like a 5090 or a PlayStation Pro, you know, the rich guys edition, if you have that, if you want to show off your friend, this game has a good graphics, so you can just crank that up and then heat up your room and then show how good the graphics is, you know? So if you are into that, go for it. If you want to warm up, yeah, good game to buy for Christmas. So you can just fucking fry your PC and then warm up your room in the process. Yeah, definitely get it on Christmas sale. The car was kind of decent. It had a decent detail. I don't know, it didn't really exactly handle that well, but it was fun to ride something like it's super old, you know? So it was kind of interesting. Horse riding was very immersive as well. Once you launch, like the horse chasing scene, oh yeah, I kind of forgot to add that. But you chase the enemies with the horse sequence. This game, I think it should have had more sequence to it, but they don't add that much because the sequence in this game are really good. There is only 2 of them though. I wish they had more of them, you know? Like the chase sequence of the villain and then the horse sequence is really good to experience. It was fun, it made you feel something. It kind of gives you that adrenaline pump. But the rest of the game, God, it was just slop. It's mind-numbingly boring. You know? And let's talk about the car. Car was fun. Australia was impressive. Like it just span out the camera a little bit and it gives you like you are riding a horse vibe. That was pretty cool. Voice acting was pretty decent, but they have heavy accent which I didn't really like. I don't think anybody wants to see a guy. Everybody in this game has a heavy accent. You know? I don't know, it kind of felt weird for me. Like, I just want to... It doesn't sound cool. That is the problem. When somebody has an accent, if it's a cool accent, then it will be fine. But this accent is funny and cringe, you know? That's the problem. I don't mind the people having an accent, but it has to be a little cool. And then this one is not. You know? Just speak normally. Like, you don't have to voice it to have an accent. That feels first of all artificial. And it feels super weird though. You know? I rather bit verbal conversation over that accent bullshit. Alright. And then yeah, it has some vibes that are kinda good. Like they bring you to the basement, they give you basically a baptism. Which is kind of cool, like the vibe the kind of recreated pretty well, but it's not solid, it doesn't grab you. Like this game had the potential, but it just So sloppy. I think it went through like 5 different filters of BEI or something. So sloppy, so cliche, so predictable as fuck. Like it's just super cookie that Kata's to play sloppy that you'll see every year. It sounds like an Assassin's Creed game. You know? If you like Assassin's Creed slop, you would definitely enjoy this one. You know, that's how it felt like. Like it's super sloppy. You know, super low effort. It just has that Mafia title. Nothing inside feels like, I mean, it feels interesting. No mini game, nothing. It's just based on that. Like you could play this game like I wouldn't have any difference if it's just an interactable movie. You know, if it's an interactable movie, this game had no difference whatsoever. You know, it would be even worse because you will continuously see the story and how bad it is. It's not bad in the sense that it's badly written. It's so cliche. You know, like you have your main boss, you love her daughter. You know what happens next, you know? I don't have to say anything more. You can just build up on that. Anybody that's seen any kind of movie would know what's going to happen next. And that's what's going to happen in the game. What's the point of playing the game then? Not twist. Like, they don't want to innovate. They don't want to make anything different. It's such a Control-C, Control-V of every other Mafia, what do you call it? Mafia experience or Mafia, the high guy, low guy story ever made. It's just a carbon copy of that, you know? It's just, for the price and the hubris these guys have thinking their game is gonna sell well, I've been having below on this. It's just us adding rubby salt into the wound, you know? I bought this game too. Jesus Christ. I wish I had spent that on a freaking Stellar Blade. You know, at least I can have something nice to see other. You know, Jesus, but I don't want to see that. I want to play like a hardcore game, you know. This game is not hardcore whatsoever. You know, it's so bad. It's so good about it. It's not hardcore. It doesn't have any balls. It's been muted to hell. This game is muted as fuck. Let's now go with the con section. We are just starting with the bad stuff now. Garbage performance. Unreal Engine, I hope you burn in hell. If you use Unreal Engine for your game, I hope your game dies and your company goes bankrupt. I curse this fucking engine. This engine uses so much of your CPU, so much of your GPU, so much of your VRAM. Fuck you for that. Fuck you for using this engine. You know, I have a 3080, 5700X 3D, doesn't matter. It just fucking nukes it. Especially if you go into a highly populated area, it nukes your CPU and your GPU. What the fuck? You know, this game is made for a PS7. If you want a solid 60 FPS, you gotta play this game on a PS7, dude. It's not gonna run well in this PS6 either. 1080p, PS7, wait for it. Your GPU side, like if you don't want to throttle, if you want anything more than 60 FPS, you better have a 4080. You know, what the fuck? This game is developed, I think they just under the band-aid. Just they have frame generation, right? So they optimize that shit for that. If you don't have frame generation, God for fuck NVIDIA for not in line, including that in 3080, where they want to sell their shitty next tier card, you know, to the public throat, you know, never delivering any kind of product that's value, you know, in the $500 range. The only 4070 may be able to run this game on 50. That's just the problem. Like, this is the issue. So if you bought a 4070 for $500, you can maybe run this game. You know, that is the thing. Maybe. With the 4070 at 60 FPS 1080p. For 1440p, you better have a 4080 or something that's that faster. You know? I'm thinking the PlayStation performance reaches about it. It was pretty decent, so you can play it on there. Probably you gotta play it on a framey 30 FPS, but this game doesn't have much gameplay. So you'll be fine on playing at 30 FPS. What is that to play? You crouch, take a dump most of the time, scurry around into the fucking cover behind the rat. You have auto targeting. Oh my god, the gunplay, dude. Holy shit, that gunplay makes me miserable. Like that gun, he is like blank all the time. If you try to lock on something, it doesn't lock on, it wobbles. It's just so shit. You know? The gunplay sucked. Stealth, every mission is a stealth mission. What's the point? You have a grenade, barely you will use a grenade. You have heals, that's pretty much it. Like, it's so bad, it's just bad. Like, in the combat, if you're looking for a combat or stealth, it sucks in both ways. You know? Let's go. Garbage performance. Performance? You need a fucking ass I am to run this. You know, or you have to get a big console. You know? Story. Holy shit, the end game story, dude. It's predictable as hell, slow as fuck. You will be an error boy. If you want to work at McDonald's, I think that will be more interesting and more productive than playing this game for the first while, you know? That is just it. Go there, talk to this guy, go there, pick up this stuff, to go there, you just literally stimulate as a errand boy. You know, you work at McDonald's simulator. At least you go there, you flip some burgers. You don't even do that here. You just pick up a crate of bottles and then put it in a van, and then you pick up pig and then you put it in the kitchen. Why did I went into that? I have one question. What is the thought process of these game developers while making that game? You know? Oh, let's make the main character pick up a pig and then make him go to put in the kitchen. People will enjoy that one. What's this for? I don't understand this. What's this gameplay of even for? Who asked for this? Who likes this? Is it a dad simulator? I don't know. Isn't what dads do in their 50s or 40s? Unless you could teach me just how to skin the pig, that would be interesting. You know? I want to just rip open a pig and then have some crack inside it and then smuggle that. That would be interesting. Isn't this a Mafia game? You know? Instead of me going picking up pig and then putting it in the kitchen, I want to smuggle crack on the fucking inside the pig. Let me do that. That would be fun. I would have some balls to it. What is this? At least let me skin the pig. At least let me shoot the pig. You know? Nothing, dude. AAA slop game loop. What I mean by that, if you played Assassin's Creed, if you played Uncharted, not Uncharted, maybe Uncharted also has this bullshit. Assassin's Creed, Uncharted, Tomb Raider, every other these kind of AAA games you played, what do you have in common? Start the mission everywhere. This dude is a Mafia dude. I don't want to play as a Mafia and cover behind a fucking barrier. It is fucking cringe, it is boring, and it sucks, and it is slow, and it's unfun. You know? Do not put stealth in your game anymore. I rather have like a House of Dead kind of combat, like running around gunning people. That would be more fun than doing stealth. It is the most laziest, most uninspired, most annoying, and most unfun way to play the game, and I do not support stealth. If I want to play stealth, I will play Assassin's Creed. Fuck you. Okay? You got it? Capish? AAA game slot no. What I mean by that is, you go to talk to the guy, you see a cutscene, you go to another area, you do some errands, like you put in a bottle and then put in something else, go into a cutscene, you crouch for a bit, start the mission, rinse and repeat. This is what you do in this game. Mafia, world country. This game happened before World War I. Can't I have like a prototype bazooka or something to use it? No destructible environment cannot interact with anything. You don't even have a side quest. What's the point of this game? This is a scam. You know, if you don't have anything else bad to do, this is not even a game at this point. The story is bad. The combat is bad. Nothing to do in the game. Is this even a game? Stealth sucked, but this is the more boring combat you can do in the game. Gunplay sucked because you shoot like a drunkard. Can't maneuver holding a gun. They didn't even bother to program that. Inside the what do you call it? Inside of the game, like you can't even melee with a person with a gun. You know what I mean, right? Once you're shooting someone quite close to you, you can melee jab them with a gun or something. Our main character in this game, he can't do it, but they can do it to you, which makes the game super frustrating. What the fuck? You know? The knife fight is also janky as hell. The knife fight is also not so interesting. It's just it plays like a movie, you could say. But a game like this that plays like a movie would probably have more impactful elements, right? But it doesn't have any impactful things you can do, like the movie sequence, I mean. You have a chase scene, you have like a fight scene, like a duo, or some kind of interaction, some kind of exposition. Nothing, you know? Movie game slap. It's movie game slap, but it's worse. You know? It's a movie game slap that is worse. Unbelievable. No side quest, like I said before. On the rails, this game has a pseudo open world. It has an open world. It has a fucking big map. I see most critical said it is not an open world. It is an open world. And it has a big ass map that is the size of the fucking Skyrim thing, if not bigger. But you cannot go anywhere because as soon as you go further into from the main quest, you will just automatically fail the main quest, and you will be always in the main quest as well. You cannot even explore the world, even though it has an open world. What's the point? You know, it has like a billion costume. I'd rather sadly be thought of that. And then I have a better gunplay. The priorities this game has are super weird. Especially with the Unreal Engine. These Unreal Engine games are so innovative. Either they copy Souls-like, which is a shit in genre to begin with, or they do stupid shit like this. You know? Or they know, yeah. With all this issue, they have the audacity, they have the hubris to think their game is gonna be successful and people want to share this game, and then they have the balls to add demo to this game. Just for that sheer fact, I'm gonna release this game's score because your game is so shit, it's not worth putting demo on. You know? Nobody bought your fucking game, dude. What's the point of putting demo? Okay, fine. If you want to caress your game and then don't want the people to pirate it, sure. That's you to you. But come on, dude. At least have the decency to sell this game cheaper. For $45, this game is not worth, worth what? What is $45 worth in this game? I would rather go watch a movie. For $45. You know, the movie would probably be better. Why do I want to wait 10 hours or 20 hours in this game? The game is short though, I can't manage it. It ended like in 12 hours. Like this game is not a long game at all. So why would I want to play this instead of watching a movie, you know? But there are so many better movies that will end in 2 hours, 50 minutes, and then it can deliver a better story, dude. And then this slap, it is so predictable. Like, I can spoil you, but I don't want it. What bug is led to spoil? So you have your close friend. You know what happens to him. You know? You have your mafia boss, you work under him. You are a low class person. You love his daughter. You know what's gonna happen. That's the main story. And then the ending, the perfect ending. The ending literally tells you what kind of game is this game is. You know? If you know what happens to this guy, you know how cheap this game is. You know? I'm not gonna say it. If you want to go watch the YouTube. You know? Don't play this game. Watch it on YouTube. What's there to play in this game, dude? There's nothing there to play. This game basically plays itself. You know? Like, what's the point? I'm just ranting. I saw the trailer of the bait. Oh my god, the bait in this game is so fun. I saw the trailer, thought it's gonna be good. I opened the game, thought it was going to be good. I heard the music, thought it was going to be good. Played the game for 4 hours. The story was complete trash, mind-numbingly boring. I just pulled up on watching scrolling Facebook while playing this game. And I thought the game is gonna be good after 4 hours. Nothing. Disappointment over disappointment over disappointment. This game is a disappointment. It's just like I don't understand. Like, Jesus Christ. It's so mediocre. It's worse than mediocre. It's worse than freaking what's that game? Horizon. It's worse than Uncharted 2. It's worse than every other slap. Assassin's Creed. You know? It's worse than Assassin's Creed. Let me see the score. I can give you a good score about this. Let me see my Discord and see what kind of a score I can give this game. So usually a 5 out of 10 is maybe Corpo slap. But this game is even worse than that. I'm gonna give it a 3. Maybe playable too young. If you didn't fall asleep. That is my score. I saw more randoms on YouTube said the story was good. I think he is a kid that didn't watch many movies, I think. So R movie, if you say R movie is the worldwide success, right? That movie, go watch that. That will be better than this. Worse than maybe Corpo Snap. Jesus Christ. This game, if you had any kind of a self-awareness, if I was their boss, I could have just swallowed my pride, take the L, put the game on Game Pass Day 1. You know? That's all I would have done. Your other games are in Game Pass, I think. Put this one on all of that too. Like, this game deserves failure for the sheer hubris and audacity to think their game is gonna be popular. Not only not putting it in Game Pass, they put dinner on this like the sheer audacity of that. Like, it just blows my mind. Like the ego. For that ego, you deserve failure. You know? Jesus Christ, that's my review. That's my review for Mafia the World Country. I never played any other Mafia. This was my first Mafia, and I hope I didn't play it. You know? Let alone spend money on this piece of shit. Alright, there we go. That's my review. GG. Bye-bye.